If you've been enjoying the mild weather across France, it's time to dig out your winter coats. A dramatic shift is sweeping the country, flipping us from late autumn straight into winter. The culprit, a persistent Atlantic low, is finally moving out, opening the door for a powerful high-pressure system from the north. This high is a dome of cold, dense air, pushing south from the polar regions and shoving the mild air aside. Temperatures will drop sharply, starting in the north and spreading quickly nationwide. The main event hits between Sunday and Monday. Expect to step outside and feel a completely different biting air. We're trading mild, moist maritime air for a crisp polar chill that will redefine the week ahead. The southerly flows and Saharan dust are gone, replaced by icy winds from the far north. Get ready, winter is arriving in full force. Before the cold sets in, the nation is bracing for a dramatic shift in the weather. Across the country, skies are darkening and the atmosphere feels heavy with anticipation. The outgoing weather system is giving us one last blast, unleashing powerful rain and wind as it moves through. Trees are swaying, roads are slick, and visibility is dropping fast in many areas. Météo France has issued orange alerts for Isère, Drôme, Ardèche, and Alpes-Maritimes due to heavy rain and flooding risks. These regions are under close watch as rainfall totals climb and rivers threaten to overflow their banks. The ground is already saturated from previous storms, so even moderate rain could trigger flash floods, especially in low-lying areas and near rivers. Emergency services are on alert, and residents are urged to stay vigilant. Yellow alerts for thunderstorms are up in Gironde, Dordogne, Landes, and Corsica, with gusty winds and lightning possible. These storms could bring sudden bursts of rain, dangerous lightning, and even hail in some spots. The southeast is especially volatile, as warm Mediterranean air clashes with the incoming cold. This collision of air masses is fueling intense weather, making conditions unpredictable and potentially hazardous. The Rhône Valley and nearby regions are in the direct line for intense downpours. Rainfall rates could be high, leading to rapid rises in water levels and localized flooding. This is the final act of the mild pattern before polar air takes over. By tomorrow, temperatures will drop sharply, and the landscape will shift from wet to wintry. For now, the immediate concern is water. Lots of it, so stay weather aware and avoid flooded roads. Never attempt to drive through standing water, as conditions can change rapidly and become dangerous. Secure outdoor items, and keep your rain gear handy. Make sure drains and gutters are clear, and check on neighbors who may need assistance. The cold is coming, but today, it's all about the rain and storms. Stay safe, stay informed, and be prepared for rapidly changing conditions as this powerful system moves through. Saturday arrived with a gentle surprise, feeling more like a day in late April than the heart of November. The air was soft and inviting, coaxing people outdoors to soak up the unexpected warmth. Cafes buzzed with laughter, and village streets filled with locals and visitors alike, all relishing the rare treat of a sun-drenched autumn afternoon. In southern towns like Cirey and Calvi, thermometers soared to nearly 25 degrees Celsius, a temperature more typical of early summer than the waning days of fall. The sun painted the towns in golden light, and the air felt almost balmy. Even in regions usually known for their brisk November chill, the mercury hovered around 11 degrees Celsius. For many, it was a welcome break from the usual gray and cold. A gentle reminder of the season's unpredictability. Yet, beneath this calm, a brewing low-pressure system was already making its presence felt. Dark clouds gathered on the horizon, and the first hints of wind signaled a dramatic change ahead. By afternoon, regions like Ardèche, Bourgogne-Franche-Comté, and the Massif Central were drenched by relentless rain. Over 50 mm fell in just a few hours, turning roads slick and fields into shallow lakes. The ground, already softened by earlier showers, quickly became saturated, raising concerns for flooding as the weekend continued. Local rivers swelled, and emergency services kept a close watch. Meanwhile, winds intensified, with gusts reaching up to 80 km/h in the massive Central and Rhône Valley. Trees bent, and people braced themselves against the sudden force, as autumn's gentleness gave way to winter's edge. It was a day of striking contrasts. Sunny warmth in the south, relentless rain and howling winds elsewhere. The country seemed to stand at a crossroads, caught between the last breath of mild air and the first true taste of winter. As the sun set, the mild spell faded. Outdoor cafes emptied, and a chill crept back into the air, signaling the end of this fleeting warmth. The difference was stark. From highs of 24°C on Saturday to single-digit temperatures expected by Monday, the arrival of a powerful polar air mass was undeniable. The memory of Saturday's gentle warmth will soon be replaced by the bite of winter, as people reach for heavier coats and brace for the season ahead. With the stage set for a dramatic shift, France stands ready to welcome winter's arrival, leaving behind the last breath of mild air. Sunday is the peak of the transition. Clouds and rain dominate nearly everywhere. The heaviest rain targets the southeast Rhône Valley, Ardèche, Carpentras to Nice and Marseille, where flood warnings are active. Thunderstorms threaten the southeast and Corsica, fueled by warm Mediterranean air. Elsewhere, skies are gray with only brief sunny breaks in Aquitaine, southern Occitanie, and Grand Est. Winds gust 40-50 km/h in the Rhône Valley, adding to the unsettled feel. Temperatures remain surprisingly mild in the east, up to 22 degrees Celsius along the Mediterranean, but this is the last gasp of warmth. In the mountains, snow is starting to fall, but only at high elevations for now. Sunday is the battleground warm, moist air versus the incoming cold with rain and storms giving way to a dramatic temperature drop. Monday, November 17th, the polar invasion begins. A strong north wind drags frigid air down from the high latitudes, making the change unmistakable. The air turns sharper, colder, and much drier, ending the weekend's instability. Showers become scattered and less intense, especially in the north, southwest, and southeast, now cold, wind-driven bursts. In the Jura and Vosges, rain mixes with snow at lower altitudes. Sunshine returns for many, but the wind, especially the Mistral in the south, will be fierce, with gusts up to 70 km/h. The wind chill will make it feel even colder than the thermometer suggests. The mild days are over. Winter gear is now essential. Monday will feel like a true winter's day, with deceptive sunshine and biting cold. The abrupt shift is a clear sign. Winter has arrived. The temperature drop from Sunday to Monday will be the talk of France, catching many off guard as the nation transitions almost overnight from mild autumn to a taste of winter. On Sunday, the southeast basked in sunshine, with highs reaching a pleasant 27 degrees. People enjoyed outdoor cafes, parks were full, and the air felt almost spring-like for late autumn. But by Monday, a dramatic change sweeps across the country. Most places will struggle to reach even 8 to 10 degrees, with a biting chill replacing the previous day's warmth. In the north, temperatures could dip as low as 5 degrees, making it feel like winter has arrived overnight. For many, it's a plunge of over 10 degrees in just 24 hours. A true cold air advection. Such a rapid drop is rare, and can be quite a shock to the body and mind. Brittany and much of the north will be at or below seasonal averages after weeks of unseasonable warmth, forcing people to dig out scarves and winter coats much earlier than expected. The reason for this sudden chill? The air mass over France has shifted dramatically, from the mild, moist Atlantic and Mediterranean origins to a direct polar source, bringing with it a surge of cold, dense air. This dense, cold air sweeps in, displacing the mildness with brutal efficiency. Winds pick up, skies darken, and the landscape transforms in a matter of hours. A cold front marks the boundary, bringing a rapid wind shift, rising pressure, and plummeting temperatures. The arrival is unmistakable: gusty winds, swirling leaves, and a sudden need for extra layers. It's a textbook meteorological event, felt in your bones, not just seen on charts. The cold seems to seep into every corner, making daily routines suddenly more challenging. The difference between 20 degrees and 8 degrees in a single day is a shock to the system, leaving many scrambling to adjust their wardrobes and heating at home. France is in for a real taste of winter, as the nation braces for a cold snap that will be remembered long after the temperatures rise again. The cold snap brings snow back to the mountains, and much lower than before. On Sunday, snow was only above 2,100–2,200 meters, but by Monday the freezing level drops sharply. The Vosges will see snow down to 800 meters, the Jura to 1,000, Massif Central to 1,200, Alps to 1,600, and Pyrenees to 1,800 meters. This is the first widespread, low-level snowfall of the season. Great news for ski resorts and mountain ecosystems. The cold will help this snow stick around, building the winter base layer. The landscape will transform overnight from green to white, a striking sign of the season's change. For mountain residents, it's time for snow shovels and winter tires. Winter sports season is just around the corner. After the cold plunge, Tuesday dawns frosty for much of France. Expect to scrape windshields. High pressure brings dry, sunny but cold conditions, with temperatures well below mid-November norms. By Wednesday, a new low over the British Isles sends another wave of cold, wet weather. Showers return, and with cold air in place, precipitation will be wintry. Mountains will see more snow. There's even a chance for snow to reach lower elevations, especially in the northeast and central regions, between Wednesday and Saturday. It's an early taste of winter for some, though forecasting snow on the plains is always tricky. By the weekend, milder Atlantic air may return, nudging temperatures back towards seasonal averages. But first, a week of cold, frost, and potential snow lies ahead. Winter's grip is here, at least for now. After weeks of unusual warmth, this sudden cold feels extreme. But is it really? The speed and intensity are dramatic, but the actual temperatures are close to mid-November norms. What's unusual is how warm it's been, up to 5 degrees C above average for weeks, making this return to normal feel harsher. This cold snap is a correction, a reminder that winter is near. Snow in the mountains is typical, but the chance for lowland snow this early is less common, showing the strength of this polar air mass. It's not just a cool down, it's a robust push of Arctic air. France often sees these battles between mild Atlantic and cold polar air. This week, the polar air wins. Bundle up and enjoy the crisp air. Winter has made its entrance.